Turtles are creatures that most people around the world believe to be harmless and friendly. In textbooks and children's cartoons, turtles are almost always portrayed the same way: gentle, approachable, and slow-moving. But those images represent a different kind of turtle, not the 10 species on today's list. Today, join Top Wonder as we count down the 10 most dangerous turtles in the world, and see whether their level of danger might change the way you think about these supposedly gentle, slow creatures. 10. Loggerhead Sea Turtle Caretta. At first glance, the loggerhead sea turtle appears slow, calm, and almost harmless as it drifts through shallow coastal waters. But its very name hints at the truth. This species has evolved around one defining feature: an unusually large head reinforced to generate immense crushing power. Loggerhead sea turtles are widely distributed across warm and temperate oceans worldwide, especially throughout the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Pacific Ocean. They commonly inhabit coral reefs, continental shelves, and seafloors rich in hard-shelled organisms. This is an actively hunting turtle, frequently diving to feed on crabs, clams, snails, and crustaceans prey that few other turtles can process effectively. The massive skull of the loggerhead supports extremely powerful jaw muscles and a thick, curved beak capable of crushing hard shells in just a few bites. Unlike turtle species that avoid confrontation, this turtle tends to hold its position when threatened. Under stress, its neck can extend faster and with far more force than its slow appearance suggests. In the wild, loggerhead sea turtles rarely initiate attacks on humans. However, accidents do occur when people approach too closely, attempt to remove fishing gear, or touch the head or beak. The danger of this turtle does not come from aggression, but from the quiet strength of an animal born to crush resistant sand and never needing to rush. 9. Indo-Chinese Box Turtle Core Galbaniferans. The Indo-Chinese box turtle is often mistaken for a gentle, slow-moving, and vulnerable species. But in the natural world, it possesses defensive mechanisms and reactions far more dangerous than its appearance suggests. When threatened, this turtle does not flee, it locks itself in place and prepares to counterattack. This species primarily inhabits humid forests, shallow streams, and lowland areas in Southeast Asia, where visibility is limited and encounters occur at extremely close range. The Indo-Chinese box turtle leads a reclusive lifestyle, moving little, yet it is extremely sensitive to vibrations and sudden contact. As a result, its defensive response is almost instantaneous. The shell structure of this turtle is exceptionally strong, allowing it to completely seal its head and limbs. But when necessary, its short, muscular neck can snap outward quickly, delivering a powerful bite with its sharp, rigid beak. People who have attempted to handle or mistakenly pick up this turtle report deep, painful wounds that are difficult to release. The fear surrounding the Indo-Chinese box turtle does not lie in active aggression. It lies in the moment you realize that at very close range, this silent creature reacts faster than expected and without hesitation. 8. Map Turtle Graptomys spp. Map turtles rarely draw attention at first glance. Their bodies are not large, their coloring blends into the water's surface, and their shells, marked with intricate patterns, resemble part of the landscape more than a living animal. In rivers and lakes filled with reflective light, they nearly dissolve into the water. These turtles are found mainly in slow-moving rivers and freshwater lakes across North America. They often bask on rocks, fallen logs, or low river banks, yet always maintain a safe distance. Any unusual vibration is enough to send them slipping from their perch and disappearing beneath the surface in an instant. Problems arise only when humans move too close. When captured or restrained in tight spaces, map turtles react far more quickly than their appearance suggests. Their long necks can extend suddenly, delivering a precise bite aimed directly at the hand, with little to no visible warning. The water soon returns to complete stillness. And what causes hesitation is not the bite itself, but the uncertainty of whether you truly saw the turtle at all, or whether it is still right beneath your feet. 7. Big-headed turtle Platysternon megacephalum. The big-headed turtle is a clear anomaly among turtles. Its head is so large that it cannot be fully withdrawn into its shell, forcing the species to exist without the complete protection enjoyed by most other turtles. This limitation has shaped the way it confronts danger. This turtle inhabits rocky mountain streams, humid forests, and fast-flowing waters in East and Southeast Asia. Such environments demand strong grip, fast reflexes, and decisiveness. The big-headed turtle uses powerful claws to anchor itself to rocks, while its heavy head acts as a counterweight that helps maintain balance in rushing currents. Its jaws are exceptionally strong relative to its body size. When touched or lifted, its instinct is not to retreat, but to snap back. The bite is fast, the grip firm, and release is difficult, as if this response has been reinforced countless times in the wild. The head remains raised, never pulled back. And in that moment, it becomes clear that this turtle is not accustomed to avoidance. It is accustomed to standing its ground and enduring until the end. 6. African helmeted turtle Pelamedusa subrufer. The African helmeted turtle does not impress with size, but it immediately triggers caution at close range. Its large, flattened head cannot be fully retracted into the shell, leaving it perpetually exposed, as if always prepared to react. Thick skin around the neck and jaw suggests this is not a species that simply waits for danger to pass. This turtle is widely distributed across sub-Saharan Africa, inhabiting ponds, lakes, marshes, and even temporary water bodies formed after rainfall. It has a strong tolerance for drought and can travel over land in search of new water sources when its environment dries up. This flexible lifestyle increases the likelihood of encounters with humans. When threatened, the African helmeted turtle reacts quickly and decisively. Its jaws snap shut with force, holding tightly and releasing with difficulty, especially when the animal is handled or lifted from the ground. There is no prolonged warning display, just a short, direct reaction. At close enough range, it no longer feels like a small turtle at all, only a head fixed forward, waiting to see who pulls their hand away first. Don't leave just yet, because in the remainder of this list, you'll encounter turtle species that are far more dangerous, especially the number 1 turtle. If you don't want to risk losing a finger, stay until the end of this countdown and be far more cautious when handling or accidentally coming into contact with the other turtles on this list. 5. Common snapping turtle Chelydra serpentina. The common snapping turtle is the species that completely shatters the image of the gentle turtle. Its rugged body, rough shell, and long, flexible neck make it resemble an ancient creature rather than a familiar reptile. When resting underwater, it remains almost motionless, blending seamlessly into the muddy bottom. This turtle inhabits rivers, lakes, marshes, and canals throughout North America. It is an ambush predator, patiently waiting for prey to move close enough before launching a spring-loaded bite. Its powerful jaws, sharp beak, and strong closing force are capable of inflicting serious injuries in a single moment. On land, the common snapping turtle becomes especially dangerous. Unlike many other turtles, it does not retreat into its shell when threatened. Instead, its long neck shoots forward with surprising reach, targeting hands, feet, or anything nearby. Many accidents occur when people attempt to relocate or mistakenly pick up this turtle. When the head snaps out from the shell, there is no warning sound. Only a brief pause, and then everything happens too fast to think. 4. Mud turtle Kinesternon spp. Mud turtles are far smaller than the species ranked above them, but size is precisely what makes them deceptive and dangerous. Their low shells, flattened bodies, and dark coloration allow them to blend almost completely into the muddy substrate, where light rarely reaches. Mud turtles inhabit ponds, lakes, marshes, canals, and other still water environments across the Americas. They spend most of their time buried in mud, exposing only their eyes and nostrils. When discovered or touched unexpectedly, their response is immediate. The short but flexible neck snaps outward, jaws closing quickly and efficiently on whatever is closest. What makes mud turtles especially unpleasant is not just the bite. Many species release a strong, foul-smelling musk from scent glands when threatened, powerful enough to force an attacker to let go instinctively. In confined spaces or while wading through shallow water, this sensation becomes particularly disturbing. There is no sound, no visible warning. Just a slight movement in the mud and the realization that you were standing far too close to something that did not want to be seen. 3. Musk Turtle Sternotheris spp. Musk turtles carry a peculiar reputation. Small, low profile, and seemingly harmless, they are nonetheless among the most unpleasant turtles to handle at close range. Their name comes from their primary defense, an extremely strong musk released when threatened. These turtles live in rivers, streams, freshwater lakes, and marshes across North America, usually hiding along the bottom or among dense aquatic vegetation. They rarely swim far, move slowly, and are seldom fully visible. But once picked up, their behavior changes completely. At close range, musk turtles react aggressively. Their jaws are not large, but their beaks are hard, and their bites are fast, accompanied by the release of thick, pungent musk. The odor is not toxic, but it is intense enough to cause dizziness and force anyone handling the turtle to release it within seconds. In that moment, everything becomes chaotic. Not because of extreme pain, but because you no longer want to hold that animal for even one more second. 2. Softshell Turtle Family Trionychidae. Softshell turtles break nearly every familiar idea of what a turtle should be. With no hard shell and no slow, deliberate movement, they resemble a hybrid between a turtle and a fish rather than a classic reptile. Their soft, flattened, flexible shells allow them to glide swiftly through water and bury themselves easily in sand and mud. Softshell turtles are widely distributed across Asia, Africa, and North America, inhabiting rivers, lakes, and sandy-bottom freshwater environments. They often bury themselves beneath the substrate, exposing only their long, tube-like snouts for breathing. In this state, they are nearly invisible, but when disturbed, their reaction is entirely different. Their necks are long and highly flexible, capable of extending far beyond what their bodies suggest. Strong jaws and sharp beaks deliver fast, sudden bites, often aimed at hands or wrists. Numerous injuries have been recorded when people attempt to catch or mistakenly pick up these turtles. What makes softshell turtles frightening is not their appearance, but their speed and reach. In murky water, you never truly know where the bite will come from until it is already too late. 1. Alligator Snapping Turtle Macrochles teminki. The alligator snapping turtle does not need to do anything to look frightening. Simply existing is enough. Its massive, rugged shell resembles ancient stone, while its large head, wide jaws, and almost motionless stare make it look like a prehistoric creature abandoned on the riverbed. This turtle inhabits large rivers, swamps, and slow-moving waters across the eastern and southeastern United States. Most of the time, it lies still at the bottom, barely moving. Its hunting strategy relies on absolute patience. The turtle opens its mouth and uses a worm-like appendage on its tongue to lure fish directly into its jaws. The bite of the alligator snapping turtle is what places it at the top of this list. Its jaw-closing force is strong enough to crush bone, causing severe injuries in a single strike. Once it bites, it does not release easily. On land, it does not retreat into its shell, but counters directly with a reach that many people underestimate. At very close range, there's no sound, no wasted movement, just a mouth opening and the realization of why some creatures do not need to chase to become the dominant force. So today, Top Wonder has taken you through 10 of the most dangerous turtles in the world. Which species impressed you the most, or do you know of an even more dangerous turtle that we didn't include here? Leave your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss together. And finally, remember to be cautious around creatures that appear cute and slow because underestimating a turtle could come at a very real cost.